The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Wolverines will kick it away first. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They're going to test the right side with this one. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Makes the grab, it's Sturdivant. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like...
Oh, he found a space on the right. He's loose. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
Going right to work up top. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. To the air, it's Underwood. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Gators trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill, and I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Man, interesting play call on 3rd and long. I think we're thinking pass, and which matchup do they try to exploit? And they try to sneak a run in there, and the play's fine. I mean, they run the option very unsuccessfully. Small gain, and now we got 4th down.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Fourth and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? To the air, it's Lagway. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
Send the tight end in motion. From the gun, the ground game. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
He might want another play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. A strike downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes it, gets another 1st down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Underwood. That's caught, it's Haynes. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Hauls it in. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Looking downfield on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
The Gators in a good spot here with second and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Off the play fake on first down to throw.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the third time today. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. So first down here as they go back to work. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38, and it'll be first down. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Starting to feel a little pressure. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. Now, I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Turning it on! They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Leaves it with the running back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And, Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a...
Turning on the Jets! And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. Wide open spaces. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. He'll toss it. Powers through the defender. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The play action fake. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their use. Big, strong. Aiden Hutchinson, a job of...
There he goes! defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on third down. You've set up fourth. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on fourth down, hoping to get a touchdown.
And that is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, running back on the move. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Tight end now in motion. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure, you get to hit the quarterback, but 2, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Hit as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
But I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Going up top again. He'll throw it. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Sturdivant. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. To throw, it's Lagway. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Can't make the connection. The pressure there calls the missed timing.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. He's going for it all. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking left. He's got it. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. The sure hands, it's Haynes. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. Fires to the big fella. The Wolverines get enough for the first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Bring in the heat. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Extending the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced than a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Underwood. It's on target and complete. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Michigan. And that one will give them the lead. Ready to try the point after. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Play action on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Finds his man. It's Wilson. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Grab near the marker, it's Wilson. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive, trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They're testing the right side here. Shows him the stiff arm.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd short, what they like 3rd medium, 3rd long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to...
There he goes. A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Klein. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Start with the 1st down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back behind the chains. 1st and 15. Leaves it with the back.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Makes the grab on the back. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Gators want to pick up the tempo.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sturdivant. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Offense in a bunch formation. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting...
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Got room on the return. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Back to throw, it's Lagway. That's reeled in, it's Jackson. It's a running room. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Just inside the 35, first and 10 from the 34. Snagged in the middle, it's Jackson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Got a man, it's Ball. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He'll pull it on the read. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Fullback's got it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
What a huge stop by the defense, forcing the fourth down and making the fourth down and goal a little bit harder by getting a lost yardage play. Nice job blowing up by this defense.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly. But listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
They want that clock to run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the 4th quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air. It's Underwood. Steps away to find some room. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Klein. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
He wants to change this route. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. He'll ride his man on the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. As they come to the line on 2nd down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. Thrust that arm out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up fourth down.
The Wolverines come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Makes the grab, it's Wilson. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. This offensive coordinator is going to have to be creative. Time is winding down, and the offense has to move quickly. Here's the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like,
intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, that's a nice interception. At this point of the game, up 2 possessions in a 2-minute situation, the offense is so predictable. You know they're going to throw the football. So everybody on defense, they're just trying to see the ball thrown and then breaking on it. Nice job coming away with that turnover.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Thank you.